Fort Knox, a name synonymous with impenetrability and security, was not always destined to house the nation's gold reserves. Its story begins in the heart of Kentucky, a region steeped in rich history and military tradition. It was here that Fort Knox emerged, not as a gleaming vault, but as a military reservation in the early 20th century. Initially known as Camp Knox, the site served as a training ground for artillery units during the tumultuous years of World War I. As the echoes of war faded, Fort Knox underwent a significant transformation, its purpose shifting from the battlefields to the realm of national finance. The decision to establish a gold depository at Fort Knox was born out of necessity. The United States was grappling with the economic turmoil of the Great Depression, and the need for a secure location to safeguard the nation's gold reserves became paramount. Fort Knox, with its existing military infrastructure and strategic location in the heartland of America, emerged as the ideal candidate. The year 1936 marked a pivotal moment in Fort Knox's history as construction of the United States Bullion Depository commenced. The depository, a fortress within a fortress, was meticulously designed to withstand any threat, whether from natural disasters or human adversaries. With granite walls, reinforced steel, and an array of cutting-edge security measures, the Fort Knox Depository stood as a symbol of American resilience and a testament to the enduring value placed on gold as a cornerstone of national wealth. The construction of the Fort Knox Gold Depository was a marvel of engineering, a project that would come to symbolize the strength and resilience of the United States. It was a testament to the nation's commitment to safeguarding its wealth, a monumental effort that required the collaboration of some of the best minds and hands of the era. The year was 1936, and the United States was still reeling from the Great Depression. The economic turmoil had left the nation in a state of uncertainty, and the need for a secure facility to house the nation's gold reserves was paramount. The decision to build Fort Knox was not taken lightly. Detailed blueprints were drawn up, and engineers meticulously planned every aspect of the depository to ensure its security and durability. The site chosen, nestled within the existing military reservation of Fort Knox, Kentucky, offered a strategic advantage. Its location in the heartland of America, far from the coastlines and potential threats, provided a sense of security unmatched by any other location. Situated in the heartland of America, Fort Knox was not only geographically secure but also symbolically significant. It represented the nation's core values and its determination to protect its assets. The depository itself was designed to be an impenetrable fortress, a vault within a vault. Its construction was a symphony of granite, steel, and concrete, each material meticulously chosen for its strength and durability. The walls, rising high above the surrounding landscape, were built from massive blocks of granite quarried from nearby hills. These granite behemoths, some weighing as much as 20 tons each, were interlocked with such precision that the walls stood as a seamless barrier against any intrusion. The granite blocks were not just any stones, they were carefully selected for their density and durability, ensuring that they could withstand both the test of time and any potential threats. These granite behemoths, some weighing as much as 20 tons each, were interlocked with such precision that the walls stood as a seamless barrier against any intrusion. The interlocking design was a marvel of engineering, creating a fortress that was as beautiful as it was functional. Reinforcing the granite was a web of steel, tons upon tons of it, woven into the very fabric of the depository. This steel skeleton, a testament to American industrial might, provided unparalleled structural integrity, ensuring that the depository could withstand not only the test of time, but also any potential assault. The steel framework was an engineering marvel in itself, designed to distribute weight and resist external forces. It was a crucial component in making Fort Knox one of the most secure buildings in the world. And then there was the concrete, a mixture so dense and robust that it could withstand the impact of a bomb blast. This concrete entombed the steel and granite, adding yet another layer of impenetrability to the depository's defenses. The concrete used in Fort Knox was not just any ordinary mixture, it was specially formulated to provide maximum strength and durability. This concrete entombed the steel and granite, adding yet another layer of impenetrability to the depository's defenses. The construction of Fort Knox was not merely a feat of engineering, it was a statement of national resolve, a physical manifestation of America's determination to protect its treasure. The workers who built it, the engineers who designed it, and the leaders who envisioned it all contributed to creating a symbol of security and strength that endures to this day. The imposing structure of the Fort Knox Gold Depository, with its granite walls and steel-reinforced concrete, stands as a fortress of security and strength. This formidable building has housed more than just gold throughout its storied history. It has also been a guardian of invaluable treasures. During times of global uncertainty, Fort Knox became a sanctuary for some of America's most treasured artifacts. These items, representing the very essence of the nation's heritage, found refuge within its secure walls. As World War II cast a shadow over the world, the sanctity of Fort Knox extended beyond precious metals to encompass irreplaceable pieces of history and culture. The threat of war prompted a re-evaluation of where to store these priceless items. In 1942, with the threat of war looming large, a decision was made to move some of America's most cherished documents to a safer location. This decision was not made lightly, as it involved the relocation of the nation's foundational texts. Fort Knox, with its reputation for impenetrability, was the obvious choice. Its robust security measures and fortified structure made it the ideal place to safeguard these documents. Thus began a clandestine operation, shrouded in secrecy, to transport the Charters of Freedom, the Declaration of Independence, the Constitution and the Bill of Rights to the Kentucky fortress. This operation was meticulously planned to ensure the safety of these documents. These documents, the very foundation of American democracy, were carefully packed and transported under heavy guard to their temporary home within Fort Knox's impregnable walls. The journey was fraught with challenges, but the mission was clear: protect the nation's heritage at all costs. Alongside these iconic texts, other priceless artifacts found refuge within the depository. The vaults of Fort Knox became a haven for items of immense historical and cultural significance. The Magna Carta, a symbol of liberty dating back to medieval England, was also entrusted to the safekeeping of Fort Knox. This document, which had influenced the development of constitutional law, was considered too valuable to be left vulnerable. And then there were the Hungarian crown jewels, a collection of dazzling regalia representing centuries of Hungarian history. These jewels, with their intricate designs and historical significance, were smuggled out of Hungary during the turmoil of war. These treasures found a temporary haven within Fort Knox, a testament to America's role as a guardian of global heritage. The depository's role extended beyond national borders, reflecting a commitment to preserving the cultural heritage of humanity. The storage of these priceless artifacts within Fort Knox's vault underscored the depository's significance as more than just a repository for gold. It became a symbol of preservation, a sanctuary where the legacy of nations was shielded from the storms of conflict and chaos. The walls of Fort Knox have witnessed the safeguarding of history itself. The depository stands as a testament to the enduring importance of protecting our shared heritage. It became a symbol of preservation, a sanctuary where the legacy of nations was shielded from the storms of conflict and chaos. Fort Knox remains a fortress of history, a guardian of the past and a protector of the future. The Fort Knox Gold Bullion Depository, a fortress of granite and steel nestled in the heart of Kentucky, stands as one of the most secure and mysterious places in the world. Its imposing structure and the secrecy surrounding its operations have made it a symbol of American strength and resilience. For decades, it has served as the custodian of a significant portion of the United States gold reserves, safeguarding the nation's wealth with unparalleled security measures. The depository, shrouded in secrecy and protected by layers of security, including armed guards, electronic surveillance, and a complex series of locks and alarms, has become synonymous with the vast wealth and economic stability of the nation. Its reputation is such that the phrase "as secure as Fort Knox" has entered the lexicon to describe anything that is considered impenetrable. The story of Fort Knox and its golden treasure trove is intricately woven into the fabric of American history, reflecting periods of economic boom, times of uncertainty, and the enduring allure of gold as a safe haven asset. During the 1930s, a time marked by the Great Depression and economic turmoil, the United States sought to stabilize its economy by accumulating gold reserves. This effort was part of a broader strategy to restore confidence in the financial system. The enduring allure of gold, with its intrinsic value and historical significance, made it the perfect asset to bolster the nation's financial security. The first shipment of gold arrived at Fort Knox in January 1937, marking the beginning of its tenure as the nation's primary gold depository. This event was a significant milestone in the history of American finance. Gold bars, each weighing approximately 400 ounces, 27.5 pounds, and bearing the stamp of their origin, were carefully transported from mints and assay offices across the country, their journey culminating within the impregnable walls of the Fort Knox depository. These gold bars, with their gleaming surfaces and stamped markings, represented not just wealth, but the trust and stability of the American financial system. The influx of gold continued throughout the 1930s and into the early years of World War II, as the United States accumulated vast reserves of the precious metal. This accumulation was driven by a number of factors, including the government's decision to devalue the dollar against gold in 1934, a move that made it profitable for individuals and institutions to sell their gold holdings to the government. The outbreak of World War II further fueled the demand for gold as a safe haven asset, as investors sought refuge from the economic and geopolitical uncertainty that gripped the globe. At its peak in 1941, Fort Knox held an astounding 649.6 million ounces of gold, a testament to America's economic dominance on the world stage. This vast accumulation of gold was not just a measure of wealth, but a strategic reserve that provided the United States with significant leverage in international finance. The gold reserves at Fort Knox have played a crucial role in the nation's economic history, serving as a foundation for the country's monetary policy and a symbol of its financial strength. Today, while the role of gold in the global economy has evolved, Fort Knox remains a powerful symbol of America's enduring wealth and stability. The legacy of Fort Knox and its gold reserves continues to captivate the imagination, representing a tangible link to the nation's storied past and its ongoing quest for economic security. As we look to the future, the lessons of Fort Knox remind us of the enduring value of gold and the importance of safeguarding our financial foundations. The story of Fort Knox is not just about gold, it's about the resilience and foresight of a nation determined to secure its economic future. The outbreak of World War II further fueled the demand for gold as a safe haven asset, as investors sought refuge from the economic and geopolitical uncertainty that gripped the globe. As we reflect on the history of Fort Knox, we are reminded of the enduring power of gold and its role in shaping the economic destiny of nations.